Like instead of saying no, I've been going nar. And so when I my first day in Australia, we were on the train and I heard someone on the phone and she was just talking and then she just kept going nar 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 and I was like I started laughing. Rush, I was like Rush, that's
I'm like, shut up, Laddi, stop! You're making a scene. You're making a scene.
It's real. It's real.
I'm sure that's how people react when they come to America and we're like cheeseburger.
That was me when I got a Karen for the first actual time.
Oh yeah.
I just couldn't believe it was happening, so I just laughed at her, and then I think it made her more pissed. Welcome everybody to the Voice Chat podcast. My name is Maaz from TheAMaazing.
I'm Laddi.
I'm Rushlight Invader.
I'm BrodyAnimates. You'll never guess what I do.
What?
I love this guy.
Hello.
Guy.
Modi. It's Brover. Okay, welcome everybody.
Brover, dude.
That's mine.
I took Rush's joke.
That's my material. I'll use it. I'll save that for a good moment.
Guys,
that was
it's
dude. That was his
Brover.
closer, man.
Okay,
That was
Rusty,
his
edit
closer.
in audience applause when I say it. Rusty, edit that in.
Wait. No, Rusty, do it for me. Hey, it's Brover.
And make it
All
just
right, Rusty,
silent.
put crickets after
You-
Jordan
Yeah,
says
quick
that.
crickets, yeah.
Now, before we continue, I just wanted to shout out massively to all of our patrons and channel members. Shout out especially to Asval1512, as well as Andy Doodles, Johns Fitzpatrick, Joseph Balash, twice. Wow, you're paying twice. Hiya Chasm, Rube, as well as everybody else on the screen. Thank you so much for supporting the podcast. Seriously, we would not be able to make this without your support. And if you
Love you
wanted to
guys.
watch an episode a week early, please consider supporting us on Patreon or channel memberships. Join us on the channel members. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mwah.
I love you.
Hooray.
Here's the fan art, and I love this too.
I love the fan art.
Look at that. That's the
Look
fucking
at
one
that
that
fan
happened.
art.
That's so cool.
Did
fan
you
art.
know that the reason I said join channel memberships is because YouTube made this new feature using AI that if it hears the words join channel memberships or something similar, it will glow and highlight the button on your screen.
Oh,
Ooh.
they
It's
do
like-
that
is
with
that- is that
subscribe too.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they do it
subscribe.
with smash that subscribe button too, right?
Yeah.
What? Is that serious?
Yeah.
I'm gonna
And
put
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
in
Dude,
the
or if you do
video.
if you do smash that like button, it'll highlight the like button.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the like
Oh
button
my
right
god,
there.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to do that right now.
Maz's first upload in a long time is just going to be 10 minutes of him going, smash that like button just to test it out.
Subscribe,
Like button,
subscribe,
like button.
the whole time.
We just keep making
Becomes
their
a rave.
buttons glow.
That's so
Subscribe.
funny. I'm actually going to put that in the newest video. I'm going to be like, I'm genuinely going to be like, hey, I heard if you say subscribe and like, it glows. Does it glow? Can you please comment if it glows? Subscribe, like, subscribe.
Dude,
Just keep
that's
saying it.
actually
Subscribe.
not bad. That's not bad for getting people to engage.
Yeah.
I'm actually curious, so I do want to do that.
It'd be awesome.
Subscribe and like.
This is a good test. It's a good test. So,
But-
Brody, you're here. Look at you.
I'm here.
Brody's
I'm
here.
Chatting with
can I
my
be-
favorite people in the world.
It's
Yep.
me, Laddi, and
Whoa.
Rush.
Yeah, the award is
We're
in the
The
mail.
favorites of the people.
Yeah.
Swoosh
Congratulations,
listening,
guys.
punching the air right now.
Dude,
Haha.
yeah. So I was gonna say this before we started recording, but I did watch the entirety of your podcast with Swoosh, and I
Did you
gotta
like it?
ask: was his drawing submitted day of?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Just I could tell by looking at it, I was like, this dude pulled the most recent frames from his video. I know he had the file open and he was just like F6. Yeah, that'll do.
That's perfect.
It did do.
Dude.
It did do.
He's gonna, if he listens to this is the real test. If he listens to this podcast, to then get mad about that, that's gonna be the funniest thing.
Speaking of getting mad, Brody, you made me send him a funny image.
Yeah, so I have a weird backlog of my friend, just facts about my friends and sometimes embarrassing photos of them. So that was just a photo that I sent. I sent Rush this photo and Nathan. We're not going to show it because I think he'd kill me if I
Yeah, he
aired
would
this out
destroy you.
publicly. But it's
Wait,
just
show it, put it in no
it's
mic.
just him looking like a thirst trap 16-year-old. And it's so embarrassing.
And now we're all gonna laugh at him.
Oh, Nathan, you cracked me up.
I drew the mustache and monocle.
You did add a
I
monocle.
thought that was part of the original picture.
Oh.
Wait, it's not part of the original picture?
No.
But yeah, like man, the turtleneck is what kills me. Like,
Dude.
We need to bring back the turtlenecks. We need to just bring them back.
Oh, dude, this is
I don't
such a
think we
funny
do, to be
photo.
frank.
This is such. I'm gonna. You know what? I'm gonna send it to him right now as we're recording.
No context.
Yo, Laddie, do you have on Discord?
Yeah,
Laddi, you supposed to say the same image.
I'm posting it right now. Why is the name stud.png?
Stud.
All right,
What's
for
it
the
called?
viewers,
That's what I saved it as.
I'm messaging it to him.
I'm
That's
so
funny.
sorry.
He's gonna open it and be like, "What is going on?" It's definitely.
Oh
he's
my
he's gonna
God.
know it was you, Brody. Right? He's gonna know.
He's
of
gonna
course
know
he's
we're
gonna know it's
recording
me.
a
I told him I was
podcast.
recording this today. But this is another tidbit for you guys. But this is a video that it's deleted from his channel that he made, and I fucking love it. So I had a friend that had an unlisted link to this video. I paid him $20 for it just so I could have it on my computer because that's the way I am with my friends.
You're like,
So
give me this.
He gave me this, and then I gotta find it. Hold on.
Oh
hold
my
on, hold on.
god.
Pause.
Oh my god.
This is all an infamous swoosh.
Oh yeah, and then when he hit 1 million subscribers, he made me this like really heartfelt like video when I hit 1 million subscribers, and it was just like, you know, our times together, all edited together, nice music, it almost made me cry.
Aw,
And then he was
that's
like,
so
Brody,
sweet.
where's my video when he hit 1 million? And I sent him this one.
Let me see this.
Absolutely.
Okay, we're gonna put these
Pretty
up on the
awesome.
podcast. We're gonna put those.
Please
up.
do.
These are
please
awesome.
do.
Thanks.
Oh my god.
This is a funny. I want to talk about Sugar's million thing. Do you guys know who Macario is?
No. Did like a brother of Mario or like an offshot like Mario?
Sounds
Evil
familiar.
Mario.
Macario is like still in this community. He used to be one of the young animator club members. And he
Yak
I think
member.
works as a background Yak member, exactly. He used to be one of the he is one of the background artists, sorry, of Perla, Scribble Juice.
Oh.
The thing is, one of my favorite, there's like these core memories from my time in the community, and one of them is Macario making a video for Sugar for her hitting 1 million subscribers. And it's this like, it's called Celebration by Macario. It's got 6.2 thousand views, right? And I rewatch it like every other month. Like I love it. I
What?
really, I don't know what it is, but I love this video. It's a video over the tune of Owl City's Fiji Water. And it is the most wholesome video. You have to sit down and just watch it with music. It is so wholesome. It is like genuinely a celebration from like at that time a fan to a creator. Like I was just like, wow. I wonder if anyone will ever view me in that way. Like this like made me no, seriously. Like that's
Yeah,
I
your
commented
comment
that
really
because
came.
I meant it. I
Aw.
meant
That's
it.
so sweet.
I like truly meant it. I was like, dude, this I saved on my phone. I showed everyone that I know that like, yeah, I just like, I actually like teared up when I first watched it. I was like, I wonder if anyone will ever view me with that level of like love and reverence, you know? Anyway, it's
Yeah.
just, it's crazy.
Man.
Like I don't know.
I
It's
remember
adorable.
I
this
love
guy.
that.
I remember this guy from like the animator community at the time, but I also
Hmm.
remember him because I had an Undertale phase and I knew I recognized the name. Dude.
Oh yeah, bro.
Oh,
Animation
yeah.
was the shit back
I
in the
remember
day. I tell you
this.
what. Man, when I was 13 and I heard this, I was like, "Oh my god."
My god.
Changed my brain chemistry forever.
Hey yo, they've been doing some
I seen this. I
Epic.
remember.
epic shout outs here. I want to give a little shout out to Rising J, who just made an animation
Yes.
of Dragon Ball Super, but with all the story timers and animators.
Yes. My
Nah,
guild
I'm not
Rising
gonna do
J
I'm
killed
not,
it.
I'm not giving Rising a shout out.
No, I want that back.
because
Let's go with
I,
one
want-
off.
frame.
I
One
got
little-
Mike Kozowski. I've got
Yeah,
one
you got-
frame
you got
on the
one
left
frame.
hand side. Okay, that's it.
You're on the Nimbus, baby.
I'm on the Nimbus if it was on screen. No, jokes aside, it's actually really solid.
It's a really
video.
cool video.
Honestly, as a animator, I think this is like a good example of how to increase your skills as an animator. Just like experiment with like kind of like tracing, but not really. It's like copying other animations
Yeah.
and learn how they like learn. Like there's a lot of smear frames they use that's based off the Dragon Ball Super like intro, and they like nail the style, like how they move, but with like different like character proportions. So if you're a young animator, just take inspirations from animations and just like just put your own little
You know
characters
what's
on it.
crazy is the fact that like a lot of people still to this day DM and message saying like, hey, an email, like, hey, how can I join the community? And it's like the answer is this: you make you make something, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, no, you don't just like submit an application for the board to review. It's like, you just start making stuff, you know?
Yeah. Make
it's
stuff.
I have gotten back into what I used to do, which is just like YouTube knows what I like. YouTube just Swoosh just messaged me. Swoosh just messaged me.
What he said.
Tell Brody he's evil.
Love it. Love it.
So like I got into the habit of going back and watching brand new smaller animators, and like I'm so happy with the algorithm now because like every day I get shown 100 view video from a new animator. I'm like, yes, great, and I just watch it. Like that, I like
Dude,
genuinely.
Same here.
love that
I'm
stuff.
so tapped in to the like small animator community, dude. Do you know Christian Complains?
Oh, bro, it's so good.
Dude, my goat. Like, dude, like he started off like a little bit similar to my style, but like, dude, this guy has like evolved into like an incredible young animator, and he just recently put out like an 8-hour video like
Of
going over
Simpsons.
every episode of The Simpsons, and ranking them. And I was like, dude,
That's awesome.
the drive there is crazy. And I was like so encouraging. I was like, dude, like branch off, do everything that you can possibly think of that would make a good video. Because like, dude, if you keep at it, like you're going places. Seriously.
Dude, a million trillion %. And like he's part of like a small new circle of people that I've noticed, you know.
Yeah.
There's like Life is Golden. He's one of them that I was like, okay, this
Yeah.
is sick. Yeah. I think like
Jesse
Chaos-
Jokes is another one.
Junkie Janker?
No, isn't Jesse Jokes? He's like, if you
Oh, yeah,
watch,
Jesse. Yeah.
Like this dude, he's somehow in the comments section of every.
Yeah, he's doing the JJ.
I don't know how
he's
he
doing the
does
JJ.
Yeah, but yeah, he does like he's done like film videos, and like they're doing crazy good.
Yeah,
Like,
I
it's nuts.
really like
Yeah.
Jesse. He and I just talked on Discord like 2 days ago. We were
Oh
just
hell
like,
yeah!
I reach out. I'm just like, hey, can I just like give you advice and talk? And then we just talk. And then it was
Nice,
good
dude.
vibes.
Nice.
I love that.
I don't know. Like YouTube's definitely been good about that. There was like I don't know. I just find it so rewarding to see people grow and evolve their skill. I
Dude.
feel like I'm old.
I'll be like there even like when I was at VidCon, I'll have people come up to me and they'll tell me their channel name, and they'll give me like their some people gave me like business cards with their channel name, and I was like, dude, I am so totally going to go to my hotel room and subscribe and leave a comment right now, because when I was like a starting animator and that happened to me, like I got like a comment or something from a big YouTuber, that like made my year. Like that, it makes such a big difference to have that support and just know that like, you know, other people that you look up to like notice you. That it's amazing, you know. It's so motivating. So I always try to do that. And like I remember I'll see some like a small animator, they'll do a video and they'll mention like their inspirations, and if they mention me, I am in the comments asking them to collab, asking them if I can do lines that day, dude. Like it
Damn
is
right.
like I'm in there.
Absolutely, 100%.
And like I mean even you, Maaz, like back when I started, you did lines for like my twins video, and that was like the best day ever. I tell you what, my hero.
I think it's just only recently have I started to not do collabs anymore, which is like a great shame. Only just because like I am still actively working another job now, so it's like okay, I can't find time to do collabs. But like had it my way, ideally, I would just do it continually. It's just like so much fun.
Oh yeah,
I love watching it people kind of make into their own thing, and if it doesn't become a video, that's also fine. Like that's also okay. I don't know. It's just it's
just
so
nice to be like
rewarding.
tapped into the community and like
I agree.
you know, helping out other people.
I agree.
Like,
I
I know
agree.
there's so much lore. There's so much lore to keep track of.
True.
So much. Yeah. Oh man, and like just like talking to more animators, like even at VidCon and stuff, like the lore within the animator community is crazy. Like
It runs
I don't know.
deep.
Yeah, it runs
runs
deep.
deep.
There's
it runs deep.
years.
I'm
Yeah.
like we just roasted Swoosh, so I'm just gonna pull up the email from BrodyAnimates.
No.
Oh, no.
Hey.
Oh,
no.
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 You know what?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's see that. Let's flip that bad boy out.
May 11, 2018. Also, a shout out
Oh
to
my
young
God.
Brody, in which you did not sound this deep. Jesus. Okay, so I know you definitely get a lot of requests like this, but I was wondering if you could lend
You
your
gotta
voice
do
for
the
some lines in one of my
voice?
videos.
I think
you
yeah.
probably say no because I'm sure you're really busy, but you're really cool and I enjoy your content. I watch a video while I animate and laugh so hard. Oh wait, this is actually so fucking wholesome. Wait, I love this. Wait, I watch it smile and I love how it would mean the world to me if you respond. Let on collab. I got BrodyAnimates. Look at my channel if you want. Oh, that's so wholesome. In 3 hours, I said, sure, dude, send me an email. I'll do it right now. And then you messaged me a month later saying, oh, like 2 months later saying, TheAMaazing more like the Amazon jungle.
What was that about?
Got him.
Whoa.
Oh wait,
my God.
I need if you're okay.
Yo,
with
sorry
this,
for the
Brody.
zinger, dude.
Dude, it's all Grover now.
Wait, Brody, if you're okay with this, I want to show this exchange on the podcast. What is this? Look at this. Despacito play Alexa.
Despacito.
Man, you're a
Dude.
funny guy. You're
Oh
a funny
my
guy,
God.
Brody.
13 years old, ladies and gentlemen. That's the best I could come up with.
My
Talking
God.
my inspirations. Here we go. If I get dude, if this podcast goes up and I get a DM that's like copying this, blocked right then and there.
Block.
Brody,
You know
more
what?
like
I'm gonna share this because I'm just that kind. But I put this on Twitter like a little while ago because like I think Jaden put out like a request for animators, and I remember that when I was 13, I applied and I made
oh, wow.
an animation specifically for Jaden to like be like, yeah, hire me. So I wanted to share this with you guys. It's I mean. It's a miracle she has anyone else working for her other than me, because I could like single-handedly take this.
Yeah, you can easily just take over the channel for Jaden.
Exactly. Yeah.
This is basically, you don't need a whole team for this. You just need you.
This just looks. You can't just take one of her videos and upload it here, bro. Like, what is this?
It's so similar. You would think, right? But
No,
yeah,
that's
this is
so
my
cute.
formal apology to Jaden.
But you know what's so funny, Brody? You're not the only person who applied. Like, there's like a few other animators in the community who have their own big channels who applied for Jaden when it happened, and it's
I know-
interesting.
I know
it's because they got
Andy used to work
rejected
for Jaden.
that like they did be in their own channels.
Well, here I am.
Like you said, Andy was there. Is that?
I'm pretty sure Andy did some work for Jaden back in the day.
Yeah, they were
I don't
early.
remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
I just found one of my DMs with Brody.
Oh my goodness, Brody,
Yo,
what'd you do?
really? We got the rap sheet? No.
Oh my God!
Stop.
Laddie, or
oh
like
my God,
Caddy,
dude.
got him. Ooh.
Wow. Oh my God.
Oh wait, this is 1 week before you messaged me. Why are you messaging her first?
Dude, I just remembered. Okay.
This isn't even
Okay,
our first
first of all-
conversation.
Okay. Oh, run it back. All right. Oh, everyone shut up. All right. This is a bit that I did when I first got Twitter. I did like Brody roasts. All right. And I would just message people this shit. And I would just see what they say.
Oh, it's so
And
good.
apparently, I'm sorry, Maaz, but Laddie's first on the sheet. Like, I don't know what to
I
tell
was
you. It just takes
first.
precedent.
Yeah. What day was
know?
that? The 1st? The 10th? What is it?
The 6th.
August 17th.
Oh, because I got a message from Brody
16th.
earlier.
Oh, wait,
That's
no, dude, this is a year
2019.
later.
Oh, never mind, you're right.
Oh, dude,
Oh,
that's actually embarrassing,
yeah,
bro.
last, bro. Embarrassing.
Dude,
I was excited.
I'm so sorry to just cook you guys like this. I mean, I mean, I know you invited Nathan on the podcast before me. I didn't know you were holding this grudge for so
yeah,
long.
we were holding on.
Wait,
Yeah.
there's another extend I want to show as well from Brody. This is
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Just shows the screen. This is on the screen.
I did what you asked.
This is the Brody roast dash.
It's like, I brought you on the podcast. I did what you asked.
Dude, oh my God. I tell you, if Nathan is going to get his justice watching this podcast because he has nothing on me and you guys are just laying it out. You're laying out the groundwork right now.
You have a punchable
Holy
face.
shit.
What can I say? What can I say?
Oh
yeah,
my
Rush,
God.
if you could reach it. Brody is.
Yeah, he's tall. He's
Dude.
tall. I met him. I seen him. Look at him.
Dude, it's
Oh.
so funny going to VidCon and seeing people that I haven't seen since like 2019. They're like, "You're Brody," because I'm like, I might as well be a completely different human being.
Dude, you have
It's
like
what do they feed you in Canada, bro?
Dude, well, when Ginger Pale saw me, because he's from Edmonton and I'm like from
Yeah.
the small town of
Calgary,
Grand Prairie,
right?
he's like, "What do you feed?" He's like, "What do you feed? What are they feeding you boys up north?" Like, oh my goodness, and I was like, I don't know, man. There's something in the water up there.
bears. We eat bears and moose.
We eat bears
It's so-
and moose.
I used to watch like How I Met Your Mother, and that used to be like one of those stereotypes where it's like, oh, the Canadians were huge, big people, and I was like, oh, I wonder why that is, and then here we are.
You know what? More than that, the Canadian stereotype I always got was South Park.
The mouth going up and down.
Like animate them like little puppets.
Yeah.
If you ever get my video, I'm gonna do that to you. You're doomed.
Looking forward to it, buddy.
Dude, Brody, you have like sweet tattoos now.
I do. Yeah, I'm stacking them up. I actually got one since I last saw you, Rush.
Another one?
So
Another one.
Ooh.
yeah, so on my left arm, my first tattoo, my girlfriend did it because she was into tattooing at the time, and I got a matching tattoo with my identical twin Brock, and he got Control C and I got Control V.
Nice.
Genius.
You know, it's
Hell
just
yeah.
it's
Genius.
just so clever. And then around my wrist, I have it's in Old Norse. It's a quote from God of War, and it says, "Don't be sorry, be better." Because you know, I love that game. I love Kratos, and it turned out really good. And then the one that I got it in California after I saw you, Rush, but I got the Route 66 sign in Santa Monica. That's because that's where Route 66 ends.
Yeah.
And I just thought it was super sick. I kind of want to get more travel tattoos.
That's cool.
And it turned out hella awesome.
You're like one of those cars with all the bumper stickers. Like, I've been here. It's just you in real life.
I love
Yeah,
that.
see, well, like you'd think, but like I would never put a bumper sticker on my car. But a tattoo on my body, yes, please. Put that on.
Simple.
But I mean, Rush, have you talked about your tattoos on this podcast? Is this your opportunity?
Did I probably did. It's freaking Naruto, Shenron. We got Gurren Lagann and Exodia, the boys.
Hell yeah, dude.
Why do you say it
Dude,
like that?
Because I'm a goofy little guy, and I'm gonna get canceled. I'm gonna get canceled. It's gonna be awesome.
When my girlfriend was like getting into doing like tattoo work, I was like, I got to show you my buddy Rush's tattoo because he has like the gnarliest Drake.
Yeah, you like grabbed my arm and fling me towards her. I was like, what the heck's going on here? I got whisked away by a big man.
And I
I'm like,
ripped
"All
off
right."
your sleeve and I showed it to her.
He's like, look at this, look at this. I'm like, I need that back.
Look at it. And then I peeled it off and kept it.
Yeah, what the heck? Bro, that was uncalled for.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It was hard to explain to TSA, but you got to do what you got to do.
Yeah, you know what I do. Dude, I actually showed a couple, like, I overheard some TSA people talking about, like, Naruto, and they're like, at, like, the security check at, like, security scan, I'm, like, putting my shoes on, and they're like, blah, 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 Naruto, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, hey, you guys talking about Naruto? They're like, yeah. Like, they're just, like they're offended. I'm like, check this out. And they're like, oh, dude. And I'm like, yeah. And we're like, oh. And they give me a fist
awesome,
bump,
dude.
and
You got, like, that,
I walked away.
That hyper fixation, like supersonic hearing, where like you hear like when you're interested, and you're like, there it is.
Yeah.
I have something to contribute.
It's always the airports though. One time I was wearing, I think, like a Dragon Ball shirt, and I was just walking towards the TSA, and some guy carrying like, I don't know, a cart with some stuff walked past me and was like, hey, I love your shirt. And I was like, oh, thanks. And then that was it. It was always airport
yeah.
people.
Always the airport.
Nice.
People are in, like,
I always like I don't like airports because I get randomly searched an abnormal amount of times to the point where I'm like, I'm not convinced it's random. Because like it's just like a regular occurrence because they look at me when I walk in, and then like the guy's like, all right, come over here, you're getting randomly searched, and I'm like, I don't think that was random because you stared daggers at me immediately.
Yeah.
And then like they always sift through my entire bag, take out every little thing, and then I'm like, okay, you're good. Like when I was coming back from New Zealand, like me and my friends went on a trip, and I had this lighter, that like a souvenir lighter, because I like to collect those wherever I go, and I took the fluid out, but they were like, this is a single action lighter, and you can only bring dual action lighters. So I was like, wow, that was fucking worth it. I was gonna take down the whole
How
plane
short
with
were they?
that. So
How
That's
short were they?
stupid.
How short were they?
what?
How short were they?
How short were they?
How short were they?
Yeah, how upset were they offended
Oh
by
my
how tall you are?
god. Okay.
Because some men are like insecure when they're like, women are like, hey, guy not under 5'8", and then they get mad at taller guys.
Oh, you know what? That might be true. I have not been stopped by someone taller than me, but then again, I am an outlier.
Facts. Facts. You heard it here first, boys.
I like completely misunderstood. When you said how short were they, I thought you meant like short as in angry, like how short
Yeah,
were they? And
I thought
was like,
that too.
I was like,
Too much,
that was
dude.
like an uncharacteristic vocab choice from Rush, but like, I was like, oh, okay. Like,
How tiny
short
were
they?
they?
I'm
How
like,
tiny little men?
How itty bitty were they?
Itty bitty men.
How teeny
how
weeny
oogie
would you
boogie
say?
were they? How boogie.
Watch your step. Don't step on them. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I wish I was tall.
Dude, I remember at VidCon 2019, I could always tell, like, because, like, obviously, like, 2018, especially when I was, like, just, like, 2,000 subscribers, just wanted to go there and meet everybody. I could always tell where the animators were because I would look up and I would look for a bright yellow beanie and a shiny bald head. And there's Rush.
Yeah.
There he is. It's like a beacon in the night.
That's what everyone says. Everyone says that. They're like, I don't know where everyone is, but I seen your yellow hat in the crowd. I know where I am. Like,
you are not being missed, dog. I promise. Like,
one day I've been saving up all these stories about how when we have like Aaron Hansen in the future, like the Ego Raptor Game Rams in the podcast, I'm gonna tell him the story, Rush, about how you stalked him.
Oh my god! First
I
of all,
wait.
didn't stalk him. I like fucking geolocated him with the homies, and it was a mission. It was a mission, Maaz. It wasn't stalking.
How
Rush,
old was everyone? We were totally
2019.
little.
19?
No, I
2019.
think it was 19.
We were like
5 years ago?
Might have been 2018.
Oh.
It was 2018.
I think it was 2018. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
So I was like, what, 24?
It was like the whole group was like, because they had heard that Eagle Raptor was stopping by to meet animators, and we were like, well, we're animators,
Yeah, I was just
We
at a
can go
high
find
hop
him.
5 blocks away, sprinting towards the convention center.
so we were just kind of
Nice.
looking for him.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with
So
that.
funny. Yeah, no, it purely depends on how it's done. Like, I can
Yeah.
imagine telling a story about how somebody did that for me in like a really wholesome way, like they really went out of their way to look for me, and I'm like, wow, that's so cute. But then similarly, it's like I could also a creepy way of doing that. You know, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I've been
Like,
looking everywhere for
oh.
you, Maz. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, cool.
I'm like out of breath. I ran 5 miles to be here.
you have like photos of him sleeping. Can you sign this?
I think I saw Rush sleeping with me actually.
Yeah.
Man, you know what I miss from back in the day?
What's
I
that?
miss Among Us, dude.
Everyone misses Among Us. It
Everyone
always comes
misses
back to
Among
Among
Us.
Us. This
Like,
goddamn
Among Us
podcast.
is so
It
good.
was such a good era, you know. It's just
was
so
a
good.
good
Such
time.
a
I'm
fun
bringing back
game.
Among Us. That's it. It's happening.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
But
It's
it'll
just
never
a
be
classic,
the same.
you know.
I mean, it'll be fun, but like it'll never be
Yeah.
the same as like when
Okay.
everyone was like Among Us today. Among
I
Us?
can't wait for the big brain IQ videos to come back. You know, like the big.
Yeah,
1 billion IQ Among Us, please.
You
we
know,
just
and-
need another pandemic. That's all.
I've been rewatching some of my old like Among Us clips. Like,
Ooh.
There was like I just love watching the ones where it's like the really high IQs. Like for example, when I message Brody saying, "Hey, can you please talk about Among Us?" to really piss off Rush. That'd be really funny. That'd be really funny.
Is that what happened?
Did you?
I don't know.
I think there's
Me
a
and
Maaz in
me and
here.
Maaz are like
I
air
knew Rush
fiving
was
right
getting
now.
Rush is getting like annoyed about how we were talking about Among Us for every video. So I just messed Brody before the
I
podcast
swear,
started saying,
someone
You know
brings
what
up
we should
Among Us one
also
more
talk
time.
about this episode? Because since we're talking about things we talk about every episode, me and Rush went to a One Piece cafe.
We went to a One Piece cafe with some friends. It was pretty epic.
does that come up
Yeah.
all the time? Wait, what?
Yeah, we do. We
One
really do
Piece,
bring up One
yes.
Piece every
One
episode.
Piece
Oh,
combo.
I was gonna say like, wait, I've never talked about a One Piece cafe. What do you?
Oh.
I was like,
Yeah.
wait, what?
We went to
You could have
a-
gassed at me completely. Like, we keep talking about this one thing,
We
you know, like
keep talking
skibidi toilet.
about-
I would have been like, wait, what?
we're always we were always talking about Skibidi Toilet.
What's crazy is Brody, just like you had the Undertale phase, the kids now are all having a skibidi phase. Like that's gonna be a
so
thing.
much worse. It's actually
That's
so much worse.
so awesome. I'm so excited.
I don't even know.
About the skibidi phase? Really?
Yeah.
Dude, if
Yeah.
Halloween comes around and a trick-or-treater comes to my door dressed as like Skibidi Toilet, I'm pouring freezing cold water on them.
Brody.
I feel like that's so awesome.
Listen, Brody.
I just love that everyone has this weird
I
thing.
would actually like slam the door so hard you wouldn't even understand.
Brody. Let me tell you something right now, Brody. You brought up Halloween and Skibidi Toilet. Literally on Halloween night, a Batman, Spider-Man were walking behind me, like little boys, little guys walking around, saving the day, and they're like, they're like depressed about his costume or whatever. And he's like, "No, you look very skibidi today." And I'm like, "There's no way they're using that as a verb. There's no way."
No, dude. Oh my god, it's so bad. And like my little cousin, he's like 14, and he's like, yeah, he says stuff like that exactly, Laddie. He's like,
feel
oh
so
my god, that was so
Sigma.
Sigma, and I was like, what?
Oh my
That's
God.
not even how. Or he'll be like, how he's talking to his like girlfriend, and he's like, how you doing, gang? And I'm like, what the fuck are you? What? What?
Chat.
That's
I
not,
say-
that's
actually,
not
I
how
say
the
gang a
English
lot.
language works. Like, I swear to God, I've never. I'm 19 years old. I've never felt old until I heard that, and I was like, "What is wrong with you
Dude,
guys?"
One of my
funny.
like, I love just sitting down, Laddie. Like you saying gang, I'm just like, what gang are you in? tell me your gang allegiance
I've been
right
saying
now.
gang so often. I love just coming up to one person and being like, "Hey, gang."
I need to tone down what I say now because it keeps bleeding into actual work. Like that's the thing. I said no cap. I've said gang. I've said everything. You know. And
Dude, you go out to your
Oh,
patient
good.
and you're like, "You feeling Sigma today?"
What Sigma are you? Are you less Sigma?
On
Or
a
are you-
scale of 1 to 10,
how much
how
is the pay?
Sigma are you feeling right now?
On a scale of 1 to 10, how skibbity is it?
you've got skibbity.
This tumor's not
Gang,
skibbity
on a
today.
scale of 1.
Dude, I hate that. I've genuinely said to people when they're handing over, I'm like, yeah, bet. Like that's
Yeah,
just
bet.
how I've
Okay,
said.
bet
like,
I'm
yeah.
okay with. I say that all the time.
I say
but-
that a lot as well.
You know what's no cap though? You know what's no cap?
Oh,
Yeah?
What is no
What?
cab rush?
I have a crazy story.
No,
Crazy
dude.
story.
Crazy story, baby.
I knew Rush was gonna.
Bringing
I
it
knew Rush was
back.
gonna do it. After I pulled that
Hey,
Brody
coming
card,
back.
I knew Rush was gonna say, "Hey, crazy story." I knew
Hey,
it.
crazy story, baby. So we went to Vegas, right?
This is,
Mhm.
oh, yeah.
We went with some friends. Some friends went to Vegas. We
But
chilling.
he's like, "Wait, this actually is a crazy story. Wait a
This is
minute."
Wait, this one's
Hold
real.
on. Let him
It's a
cook,
crazy
dude.
story.
This
This might be
story's
the
so Sigma.
crazy story of all crazy stories, maybe.
Shut the
You
fuck
better
up,
tell it
Brody.
right.
I'm gonna tell it right. What'd you say, Brody?
What? Nothing.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Come on. Anyways, so we and the friends are going. We're in Vegas, right? We went to One Piece Cafe, big giant meat, giant Jinbei. That's fun, right?
Wait,
Laddie,
actually,
show us
you
pictures.
guys actually did go to a
Hey,
One
we
Piece
did
cafe.
go to a One Piece cafe, bro. I'll send
Send the
pictures.
pictures first. Let's get.
That one's dead ass.
Let's show some
It was
receipts of this
awesome.
beautiful place before
Hold
I
on,
tell
let
this
me-
crazy story.
Oh, freaking it. They're on my phone.
This is important.
This is so
It
important.
goes. It comes. It goes with the story. This One Piece Cafe goes with the story. Trust me, I'm not lying.
I took so many
caps.
pictures of it.
No cap.
Dun, dun,
Tell me
dun.
that
Much
story.
Sigma.
Well, tell the story.
Tell the story.
All right, I'll tell the story first. All right, here we go. So we wake up for breakfast, right? All the gang. We go downstairs, get breakfast. We come back up, and we're like, oh, let's go to the pool. Let's go to the pool. Also, wait, here's the pictures. Check it out.
Here's the picture.
Check it out.
Wow.
This is
It's so
Jinbei's
cool.
huge.
Look at the devil fruit cake.
Wow, these are
That's
so
so
Yeah.
sick.
It was
That's
so,
pretty
and
cool.
when you walked in, they were playing One Piece music.
Didn't
So
have
it
Binks's
was
brew
so
though.
They did not play
Wow.
Binks's brew, but you know, whatever.
It's beautiful.
Man, I've never
Expensive.
seen One Piece, but this is pretty sick.
It was pretty awesome.
Would
I was so
recommend.
happy.
Is this official or is this just like somebody?
It's
doing
official,
it?
yeah. Even like the voice actor of the sub voice actor of Frankie, day one opening, he went to the restaurant in Vegas and signed
it.
Frankie.
You can see it on the WhatsApp
Wow.
picture
And then the live action Sanji signed above Sanji.
above Sanji. Yeah.
Yo, that's actually sick.
Pretty sick.
That's
I love
actually
it.
so sick. Dude. Okay.
Anyway,
Yo.
All right, crazy
so
story
that was
time.
a part of Vegas.
Crazy story for real. All right, so we go downstairs for breakfast. Come back up.
We're in a hotel.
We're in a hotel.
Context.
we're at the,
we go
uh,
downstairs
This is
of
probably the
someplace.
20th time you said you've gone downstairs for breakfast. It's gotta stop.
I went to down for breakfast multiple
Wait, you
times.
guys
I was
lived at the
hungry.
One Piece cafe? What the fuck?
Yeah, so we
At
went
any
to-
point, did you guys go for breakfast? I need to know.
Let me tell you, we did.
well, I'm glad you mentioned that.
Because we did.
So we're going downstairs.
Are you guys fucking with me? This needs to stop.
Oh my god.
Just tell the story or I will.
All right. So we come back up. We come back up and we're eating breakfast.
Storytime animator my ass.
All right.
Hey guys, Future Laddie here. Just wanted to add a trigger warning here because this next story mentions death and is a little dark. If you want to avoid this topic, you can skip to 4110. Okay, now back to past Laddie. Bye! Love you! Bye!
Sit down. All right, here we go. We go over breakfast.
Okay, you're
We go
at
over
breakfast.
At
What
breakfast.
happens?
We came back upstairs. We get dressed for the swimming pool, right? We're gonna go swimming. We're at the Strat. All right, we're gonna go swimming, and as we exit our room after we're getting dressed, we smell something gross. What's that smell? This is gross.
It was me.
It was Maaz. And we go past the corner, and when we turn around the corner, military everywhere, like 5 dudes just standing there.
Wait,
There was like
what?
military,
Like soldiers?
there was a police officer, there were paramedics. There was an open door. We were trying to go to the elevators, and the elevators were right across like the room that was open that all the people were standing around.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, weird. We're just trying to go downstairs or go upstairs. So we're just waiting by the elevator. We see one of the elevators open and we're about to go in, but then we see 2 people walk out with the stretcher. And we're like, oh shit, someone's dead. You hear someone going,
Whoa!
Yeah.
What?
you hear someone going, did he fall? Like, what happened? Like, and you hear like, oh man, like people are talking, and it's just like the officials that are supposed to be there. No one else is there but me and Rush and all these guys, and we're just trying to wait for the elevator, and it smells awful.
Oh my god.
I didn't dare look into the hotel room, but like, you know, we finally like find another elevator. We go up to the pool area. We're trying to go to the pool. That's what was trying to happen. And we're like, okay, that was weird. Time to enjoy our time at the pool, I guess. And we see,
Dude, you guys didn't throw in the towel?
No, yeah.
yeah, we see.
Mama didn't raise no quitters. Holy
Yeah,
moly.
we enjoyed ourselves.
Damn,
like,
somebody died? Damn,
The
that's kind
desire
of
for
crazy.
crazy.
we don't know this
Like,
guy.
what are we gonna do?
Oh my
The
god.
military guy came upstairs with us. Kinda.
We had gone to the pool, and then like literally a minute later, we see one of the military guys also up at the pool. And I'll let you finish it, Rush. I'm sorry I took over.
No, you're good. You're good. See, what happened
Thank
was.
you for taking over.
See, what happened was a lifeguard was getting this lady out of the pool, like an older lady coming out of the pool. It's like, oh yeah, that's interesting. And we saw the military guy. I'm like, oh no. The lifeguard pulls the lady out of the pool, and they're laughing, and they sit down in an MVP, like a VIP section of the pool. Everyone's having a good time, music's playing, and it goes from laughter to tears. She starts crying because I think she is the wife of the man who just died. And
What?
we witnessed everything from step 1.
We got the whole story.
Yep.
We saw we saw what happened around the room, and then we went upstairs and we saw them deliver the news to the family, and
It was
Bro.
not pretty. People,
Oh my god.
everyone in the pool were probably like, "Why is she getting pulled aside? What happened? She in trouble?" Like they probably thought that, and they brought like a stretcher out for her because she was probably weak from like but she denied it and she walked away.
But how did it happen?
we don't know.
Probably a heart attack or fell.
A lot of things. It's Las Vegas. A lot of things could have happened.
Yeah. She
they
was probably
Holy
waiting
coulda-
for her
shit.
husband up at the pool. He's probably getting changed to meet up with the family up at the pool, and
Yeah, but there's just so many questions. Why was
There's
the
so many-
military there? Also,
Yeah, I don't know.
You know,
Oh, it's usually the security are like all like every hotel has like security that looks like military personnel, like vests and guns. So they're like
Yeah.
guarding. Yeah.
Yeah,
Vegas, it doesn't mess
What are
around.
they
Vegas
with
is
guarding?
crazy.
Money.
Wow.
Crazy people come running in
Money.
sometimes.
You know, it's Gamble City, so
Yeah.
if you win big,
That's true.
people are gonna try and
Get you.
Yoink it.
gosh,
Wink
yeah,
it.
okay. Remind me
Yeah.
not to go to Vegas. What the?
Oh, Vegas is fun.
It's fun.
Besides that,
Canceling
yeah.
my trip. I was gonna be there.
So you were sharing this story, and I was like, okay, they're gonna tell us about how they met like a famous celebrity or a famous YouTuber. No, murder. That's what you. That's what you.
It's death.
oh, if it was
Just
murder,
death.
it could have been just a natural
Yeah.
thing.
It was natural.
Guess who got their thumbnail?
No, it was murder. Yeah, that
We
was literally
recorded it,
Russian
no?
Laddie. That was Russian
Like
Laddie. They
Suicide
went.
Forest.
Can you
They
imagine
went
just me and Laddie recording, and it's like, there's that body behind me, isn't there?
Yup.
Okay, Logan Paul. Oh my gosh! Wow, we all had the same
my
thought.
God.
That's crazy.
Yeah, we're bad people.
You guys
We're bad
genuinely saw a
people.
dead body and said, "Damn, that
I
sounds like
didn't look.
content."
No, we did not look. We were respectful. We knew not to look. We were like,
I didn't look.
no.
I would have looked.
You would have looked.
I probably,
Like, oh,
I probably
Tom
would have
Duff-
looked and gone like, okay,
I did not
think that.
want to look. I
Yeah.
could go my whole life without looking at that.
Yeah.
You know?
I don't know.
I probably would've tried
I
to
don't think
figure
I'd
out,
be
like,
able
the
to
cause of
avoid
death
the
or
morbid
something.
curiosity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Laddie, Maaz, you could play the doctor card. Like, I'm a doctor. Let me in. Here's my
I
credentials.
probably,
That's true.
I probably would have looked just to see what's the cause of death. Like, I would have looked more from like a medical point of view. You know. Like, that's-
Yeah.
Anyway.
But
Um,
yep.
I really wanted someone to come up to me, be like, what's with all this military people? What's the deal? And I want to turn around, and be like, floor 6, room blah blah blah. They have fallen and died. And they're like, how do you know that? It's like I'm really good at lip reading. Just confuse them from a distance. But,
That would have been that. I would hate that if that happened. If like somebody comes in with they thinking they've got main character energy, wearing a trench coat, going room 34. You're like, what the fuck? Who are you? Like, what are you? Why are you talking to me?
Room 34. Suspect left at 8:32 p.m.
alleged death. Fall.
How do I
Maaz,
know
I have
that?
a question for you. I have
It's
a
like,
question for you.
He like tips over his hat. How do I know that? I did it.
I'm just coping with death. It was a very sad moment, actually. It was on my mind all day.
It was all we could think about.
Yeah.
It was a lot.
Yeah, we didn't actually like really enjoy ourselves.
We didn't enjoy ourselves. We just were like following through with our plans.
Yeah.
But
I'm just making light of the situation because death is scary.
Yeah, I think
Processing
it's-
trauma on the podcast. Here we go.
Yeah.
I think like if it was an IRL, like if you had a camera on me, I went from like smiling, expecting a very funny story to like, this is actually like really terrible.
Yeah, the tone shifted pretty quickly there.
Well, Rush
That
was the one that started it with crazy story.
Yeah.
Oh wait, yeah. In hindsight,
because
that's when like,
that's what I mean,
yeah,
like-
because like, dude,
That's
yeah,
what
Rush was like,
oh.
oh my god, guys, I got a crazy story, and Laddie's like, oh.
It's like that skit. It's like the classic skit where it's like the one person in the friend group who is like, guys, I've got a story. I fucking killed a man. It's like, whoa.
Well, now it's time for my story that I was saving, where I discussed, the other homicide that I was a part of.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I've been saving this one for the podcast. Yeah.
Oh, please tell.
No.
But Maaz, I do have a question for you.
Yeah.
As a doctor, do you get people like where you tell them you're a doctor and then they're like, oh my god, I have this medical issue. Do you know what this is?
Oh, all the time. Yeah, all the time.
I did
So
it.
often. Yeah, everyone does it. I get DMs from various animators without naming them that are like, I've got this weird medical thing. Can you please tell me what's going on? I get texts. So like, I'm now like a senior doctor. Like I'm like pretty far in. I now get texts from my parents where they're like, they're both doctors. They're like
What?
family medicine. They're both family medicine GP doctors. And so when they get like a complex patient, they just message me because I'm an internal medicine / specialist doctor. And so they're just like, hey, I got this complex patient. Can you just help? I'm like, oh, okay. And I just send them like a message. And I just say like, hey, this is not legally binding, but this is what I would do.
So I guess like that's the doctor equivalent of like make a video about this. Like that's like what people say to you when they find out what you do.
Yeah, I genuinely was thinking about whether or not I make a video about the medical stuff, like just like medical stories. I think the big benefit of that is I'm like super passionate about it. I would love to talk about that, like the
You can
crazy
spread a lot
stuff.
of awareness, right?
I think so. Like I can use it for a lot of good, and I think
Yeah.
it would also the other positive is like it's definitely something unique that only I in this situation can do. Like no one else
Yeah.
can share stories about this, and I think it's also on YouTube. If you, I've been like digging for it, but you actually can't find many stories, at least in a comedic way, about medical school and how they gone through, and stories from the hospital. A lot of the time,
Yeah.
people take themselves so seriously. They're like, I am a doctor, and so show me respect. I'm like, no, we suck.
That
then-
would, dude, that would be a great avenue, honestly. Like you could spread a lot of good educational content, but also just like make it funny. Like it's some like,
I
there's
know.
got to be some hilarious
The
shit. that
only
goes down.
negative, and it's a huge negative, is it's like it's the only reason I've kind of not done it. Is like as soon as you kind of take it jovially and not super seriously, you then become the doctor that doesn't take things seriously. And I think
Yeah.
it's like if you then become a specialist and they find this channel and it gets out, it just is such a bad look from a reputation perspective.
Yeah,
So
because
there
you
is
don't
a-
want like patients or like other doctors thinking that like you don't take your job seriously, right?
No, exactly. So there is a balance to hit. I fully believe there's a balance to be hit. I just don't think I'm good enough to hit that just yet. You know? Yeah.
Fair
Comedic
enough,
to
man.
like, oh, I like murdered my patients. Yeah.
And they're done that.
Been there,
Maybe in
done
the
that.
future.
Left Las Vegas. What state?
No.
Sorry.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Laddie kept saying that.
I
Laddie kept
did.
saying that.
I did keep saying that. I also like every time, every like hotel has a Starbucks, and every single time we passed one, I was like, "Is there
Dude.
a Starbucks here?"
It's like
Dude,
freaking Andy would do that with Funko Pops every time we walk past a freaking Funko Pop store.
Yeah, and he always be like, "Do you think
They
they
have
have
Funko
Funko
Pops?
Pops?"
No way.
There's so much about that I just need to unpack. When I went to America, like again in 2023, I went to, I don't know why I did this. Like I laid over Hawaii. And so I like landed in Hawaii for like to get into Boston. Like I was like, what is going on? What is this? What is this trajectory?
Way to go.
Does it? Yeah, exactly. I was like, wait, I need to go to LA. Why am I taking? What is going on? And so I was in Hawaii, and I left the plane into like the terminal or the in front of the gate, and there's a Starbucks. I walk over towards like the baggage check-in. And then, like, a few meters in, like, a few yards in, there's just another Starbucks. And I was like, wait, okay, that doesn't make sense. And then I leave to get my baggage claim, and there's a third Starbucks. It's like,
Dude.
What is going on?
Dude, that I totally understand. I'm so weirded out by that because, like, it gets to a point, like, where they're competing with themselves. Dude, I live in a town of, like, I live in a small town of 20,000 people, and, like, you can drive around the entire town in 12 minutes. We have 3 subways. Why? At what point are you at the subway and you're like, I wish there was one 30 seconds closer to my house? What's happening?
Brody,
And then,
what if you need to eat fresh?
Dude, and then in Canada we have this chain called Dollarama. It's like every Canadian's favorite dollar store, and they're everywhere. They're so common, and like it's to the point where in my like town, like hometown that I grew up in, you can see one from the other. You can stand in the parking lot and look, and there's another one, and I'm like, what the fuck is this for? Why? I don't understand. Like I don't know. Maybe I should just open my own Dollarama because that's the way to go. I don't fucking know. But
Brotherama.
It's Brover for Dollarama. I tell you what.
Brover. Dude, I googled Dollar M, and I'm like, there's no store called Dollar M, and then it was Dollarama. I misheard you, and I was like, oh, that's not.
Dollar M.
I look at the fool.
Yeah, that's what they look like. They all look like that.
What am I? I keep forgetting that Andy isn't Canadian. This is like that's
Well,
like
you
the other
just
thing.
close.
think he's
He's
Canadian?
nearby.
I
Why
guess
would
yeah,
you-
he does. Yeah.
Do
He
people think Andy's Canadian?
I don't want to dox him.
I mean,
was just
he's
about-
in his
talks to
videos. He's in
himself
his
in his own
videos.
video.
Yeah.
Okay, sure.
Montana State
No.
Fair.
No, Minnesota, right?
Minnesota. There we go.
Oh, that's pretty much Canadian. As
I
a
was
Canadian,
gonna-
I can vouch for that. That's pretty much Canadian.
Because like
Yeah, it is,
Andy gives
basically.
Canadian vibes, right? Like, am I
He
wrong?
kind of does.
No, yeah, he does.
He does.
He goes,
Yeah.
top of the morning to you. He does that a lot.
That's
That's Canadian,
He's
right?
like Canadian, yeah.
Canadian.
That's Scottish, you idiot.
Ah,
Oh,
crikey.
what?
Crikey, as they say.
Dude,
Canada.
you know, it's weird. There's like a
Oh, wait,
dialect.
I just
in,
want to
like,
say a lot of Irish fans are going to be really pissed that I made that joke. I'm just joking. Please.
No,
Yeah, they
you meant
hate
it.
being. The joke is they.
Yeah.
All right, Rusty, cut out the
Yeah.
context that Maaz just spoke. Right?
Yeah. No context given.
Rusty, just play the context 3 times in a row. The joke is they hate being confused for one another. That's like a big thing. The joke is they hate being confused for one another. The joke is.
Before, after, and during, please.
And then apply.
But I was just gonna say it's weird because in Canada, like much like you have different states with different accents, you'll have different provinces with different accents. So where I live in Alberta with ginger pale, we're the only 2 Albertans ever born.
Yeah, sure.
And like the dialect here is so weird. It's like this is what it sounds like. You're like, oh fuck, buddy, like it's fucking nipping here today. It's so cold. Like, holy fuck. Like, and then you'll be like,
pretty
oh,
good.
you want to roll the Tims? You want to get a fucking double butt or what? Like that's what it
I
sounds like.
love
It's
that.
like it's crazy.
Yeah.
That's
I've got a
Canadian.
friend who's recently moved to Ontario.
Ontario, yeah.
And she just sounds super Canadian, but I can't even emulate it. I can't even give it a try. I would sound British.
I don't even know if I could do it because like I have a pretty American accent, but like when I get like loud or weird, that's when I like my Alberta boy comes out. I don't know why. Or when I'm around fellow Albertans, like my brother, he works in he's like a mechanic, right? He works in a shop, and so like it becomes like more refined over time, where he's around people with thick ass accents to the point where I'm like, how are we even twins? Because like I pick up the phone and I'm like, hey Brock, how you doing? And he's like, oh, you know, another day, another dollar. And I'm like, what the fuck? You're 19 years old. Why are you talking like that?
That's so funny.
That's totally true. People act like Maaz will join sometimes, and he'll just have the accent. I'm like, whoa, come on, man, get out of here.
Yeah, don't fake it, dude. It's like, what?
Like, oh, sorry.
Oh, yeah,
and
guys.
I'll be like, oh, I'm so sorry, guys. I really.
I do want to state it for the
I'm so
audience. Before
sorry.
we start recording, Moz sounds completely different. Like he
Yeah.
puts this on.
Yeah.
It's
Okay,
wild.
let me put on my Australian voice, please. Thank you. Can I get some glass of water, please? Thank you.
Water.
Glass of water.
Water.
And so
Bottle of
I guess
water.
I'm curious, Rush, like and Laddie, because like to my ears, you know, all three of you sound foreign, and so does Brody sound American to you guys, or
He
like
does
does.
most of the time. I'd
Yeah.
say like
Wow.
80%, maybe 90% of the time.
You know what always gets people that I'm Canadian? It's when I say the word bag. Like,
Bag?
Oh, bag?
yeah, like when you're at the store, like you know,
Oh.
you put your groceries in a bag.
Oh, no, you put it in a bag.
Yeah. That's
I don't.
funny.
Bag.
I can't say it the other way. I just can't.
Sounds like you're saying beg, like I'm begging you.
Big.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you have high ping in a video game, you have lag. And then like my friends try to get me to say it the right way, and I just can't do it. I don't know why.
no,
Interesting.
you're
That's
saying it the right
okay.
way. No, everyone's got their own way.
All right,
Everyone,
appreciate
it
it.
What
doesn't
Appreciate it.
matter.
Be
but-
proud of the accent.
Exactly.
People
Thanks,
think
man.
it's hot.
Well,
Oh,
no
really?
one thought it was
Really?
hot when I did it.
Do
but-
you think it's hot? Rush? Do
Maaz,
you-
when you
Rush
guys
thinks it's
say
hot,
different words
guess.
differently, that's obviously hot.
Well,
Obviously.
do you feel an urge to kiss me right now, Rush? I don't.
I'll think about it, bro. I'll
Maz,
think
I
about
think
it.
we gotta step aside. I think we gotta
Sorry,
leave.
damn.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
step
they-
into a
they're having a
private
moment.
voice chat.
Let's
Huh?
jump in this bag
Let's
real
me and
quick.
you get a room.
Let's jump in the bag. I hate that. I hate
Jump in
that.
the bag.
It's Broder.
the when I came to VidCon in 2019.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just thinking like Rush just like whispering. He's like, "Say bag again."
In my ear.
Rush would do that. When I first saw Rush, he would get me to say things constantly, all the time. Yeah.
Say aluminum. Go.
Yeah.
But
I hate
yeah,
that.
it's fun.
I hated that.
It's fun to get like people to say things like our buddy Zaid. He hates his accent because to Scottish people he doesn't sound Scottish. To Americans doesn't sound too American. But he does sound more American than he thinks.
Wait,
But
does
when he
Zayd have an
yells-
accent? I didn't hear any accent.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
he yells, he will switch to Scottish.
Really?
Yeah,
Huh.
if you're like playing video games or you get him upset, he'll just like full on.
I
yell.
actually have yet to hear him yell in Scottish
Really?
like accent. Yeah.
Oh.
I hear his like his accent is like very faint accent, but like I've never heard. I want to hear that now.
Yeah. My goal is to make everyone that's foreign yell so I can hear their funny voice.
Yo, boot up Smash. You'll hear it. I guarantee you.
When I went around like in VidCon 2019, I think at that time because I was in the community and talking to a lot of Americans, I had like tone switch, like a code switch to like an American accent. And then after the pandemic and after like taking a bit of time, when I went to the 2023 VidCon, it was like a much stronger Australian accent. And what I noticed was when I was walking around and talking to random people, like asking servers to get me like burgers and stuff, and they would just everyone would just smile and laugh, and I was like, "What are you laughing about? Why are you having a laugh?"
Oh my god. Yo, Maz, you're gonna love this, but like, dude, when I went to New Zealand, I could not stop smiling. Like non-stop. Like,
No,
dude,
to be fair,
I could,
to be fair, Kiwis are fucking weird, man. They're all weird.
dude, like I remember like I could never take their accent seriously ever in my whole life.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
that'll
I'm sorry, I just couldn't do it.
6 6. That will be 5 6 6. That's I love it.
Dude, this was so embarrassing, but we were like it was like me, Nathan, and Nate were on like a walk to the beach, and like a family walks by. It's like this mom, their like dad, and like two kids, and then like they're like chatting or whatever in their Australian accents, and I turn to Nathan and I go, "That sounds like Bluey." And then Nathan was just like, "Go home, dude. Like, stop."
I remember thinking the same thing when I was in Australia. Like
I hated
my
that.
first day in Australia, I was so like, Freaking.
We existed before Bluey, guys. Please.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay, buddy.
Okay, but
No,
like,
Bluey created the country. I heard.
Bluey created. I didn't know Maaz before Bluey came out, actually.
Maaz spoke differently before
Yeah.
Bluey came out. He adopted the accent.
Once Bluey came out, then he became Australian.
Yeah, look, guys, I am Bluey. I think that's the, I think everyone's just been waiting for that reveal.
Whoa.
Bingo. Airport.
Oh my god.
Oh my God! What the hell?
I knew Laddie was gonna do that. I was like, I
was
could
looking
hear
for it.
Laddie just like fiddling away.
Oh my God, dude! If you guys ever get
Unbelievable.
Bryson on this podcast again,
Yeah.
disable soundboards. Like that dude. Like I hop in a call with him, and it's like, bruh, Vine Boom. And I'm like, dude, 23 years old.
That's pretty awesome.
We love that. For him.
I love him.
That's pretty boom.
My first day in Australia, though, because like my voice to him has been like instead of saying no, I've been going nar, and
I
I've
do
been
that
doing
all
that
the
for
time.
years. Yeah, and so when
It's
I
so
like my
fun.
first day in Australia, we were on like the train to our Airbnb or whatever, and I heard someone on the phone, and she was just talking, and then she just kept going nar nar nar, and I was like, I started laughing. To Rush. I was like, Rush, that's
And I'm like, shut up, Laddie, stop, you're making a scene. You're making a scene. Shut
It's
up.
real. It's real.
God.
Anyway.
They said this. They said the thing. They said the thing.
I'm sure that's how people react when they come to America, and we're like cheeseburger.
Cheeseburger. Laddie,
Dude,
you're gonna
oh,
get
dude,
canceled.
what?
that was me when I got a Karen for the first actual time. I
Oh
was like,
yeah.
Wait,
I
what?
couldn't-
Do tell. Do
Manager?
tell.
dude, I like messaged the group about it when it happened. I just like couldn't. I like actually laughed in her face. I felt really bad, but I was just like, I just couldn't believe it was happening. So I just laughed at her, and then I think it made her more pissed. I learned very quickly that when I talk, I've been recently doing a series where I just like sit down with my friends and record stuff. And every video I learned that I'm more and more of a psychopath and more chaotic than I thought I was. I know I'm chaotic, but then I share stories and they're like, Maaz, like, that's pretty concerning behavior. I'm like, oh, okay, okay, really?
Maaz, you can't leave them in the Vegas hotel like that. That's just
Nah.
that's messed up.
And so genuinely, like, it was at VidCon 2023. Like the most recent one that I went to. I was emailed like, hey, you need to go and pick up your gold badge. You can't go to the front entrance. You got to pick it up at this place. It's a secret entrance, and this is where you pick it up. I'm like, all right, bet. And so I go and pick it up, and then I look at the gold pass, and it says like I'm a front row speaker. It's like a completely different, like, it's meant to say like invited guest or featured guest.
Yeah.
I forget what the title was, but it's like speaker and the front row of some something crazy. I was like, wait, I don't want to do this, but also this is what is this? And so I told the guy, I'm like, wait, this isn't correct. Like I'm not doing that. Like whatever this is, I'm not doing that. And they're like,
Don't downgrade me. Do you know who I am?
yeah. As in, like, I don't want to. I just didn't want to speak at the front, wherever the front row was. I don't want to do that. and so I like told them like, hey, this is not the correct thing. And they're like, oh no, but you can use that for everything. And I was like, yeah, but I don't even want the risk or the chance of doing this, whatever this is. And so they're like, okay, go to the front. Go to like where you pick up normal tickets on VidCon. Like, you know how there's like multiple rows of people where you line up and then get tickets done.
Yeah.
And to go here, go to the very right hand side, and in that is like our manager, and then they will sort it out. Just cut through the line on the right hand side. It should have nobody else. You just go there and get it done. So I'm like, all right, bet. I follow the instructions to a T. I go up, and the manager's dealing with two lines, this gold line and then this normal line. And I just stand in the gold line. It's just me. I'm standing there for 10 minutes. I'm like, okay, hello, like I'm here. And then they notice me, and a manager is like, oh, okay, what's going on? And I explain the situation, and the manager's like, okay, let me handle it. And then a mother on the normal line turns to me, and she just goes, I was here too, buddy. I was actually here before you. And I was like, so incredulous, because it's like no one was talking to you.
You were
Like-
not a part of this.
Like nobody, like in Australia, that would just not happen. Like that,
Oh my
like
God.
we are very friendly, but we would not interfere actively like that. Like that is not something that happens often. right?
Yeah.
And so
Wow.
the fact that this person felt so entitled to kind of just jump in randomly and tell me off, even though she has no context clue about what this, like who I am, what I'm doing, at nothing. She just thought like she was entitled enough to be like, I was
No
here.
context, no thinking, just the feeling of being wronged. That's all you need.
Yeah. And again,
Crazy.
I, like when she said that, I started smiling and then I just couldn't help but laugh. I just started laughing.
I would
just
laugh too, dude. That's hilarious.
I just like smiled, and then I could tell that I could look. She just looked. Okay, I'm gonna be really mean here. She just looked like a Karen. She had like blue, like she had the ponytail cut. She like had the right body type. Like she just was a Karen that I see in videos all the time. So
Yeah.
I went from smiling, and then like, you know when you kind of like make yourself laugh just by like your own thoughts. I laughed, and so from her viewpoint though, she said it expecting to own me, and this random guy just smiled and laughed.
That was the husband. That was the husband.
Oh, I
who's
love you,
laughing.
Maaz.
Love that.
Yeah. So then I was like, oh, like I'm just getting a ticket. I'll be out of my way real quickly. And she's like, yeah, but I should get served first. I'm like,
Why?
I was like, you know,
Who
I literally
asked
just
you?
shrugged my shoulder and just disengaged completely. I just ignored her from here on because, like,
Yeah.
at this time, the manager was already getting my ticket. Like, what? This
Yeah.
is not. This
What are you
interaction
gonna-
was not going to bear any fruit.
You
Pointless.
Like, I
achieved
was like,
nothing.
Yeah.
yeah. I really.
She thinks she's a hero.
Oh, dude, absolutely. She told her kids about how she defended her tickets against an angry brown man. You know, like
Oh
genuinely
my
just
god, yeah. Holy shit.
What if like her
These
kids were a big
immigrants.
fan of yours? She comes up later. It's like, hey, my kids want to take a picture with you, and you're like, oh,
Bro,
wow.
She has to come back and ask for a picture.
That'd be
for her
funny.
kids.
That'd be
Yikes.
awesome.
That'd be so funny.
That's so funny. I wish
I
that
like
happened.
straight away as soon as I got the ticket, I texted the group chat going like, guys, I got my first Karen.
You just got Karen.
Got Karen.
Karen.
That's
That's
incredible.
like
when
I'm
I-
so happy for you. I'm glad you
Thank
got the
you.
real
Yeah.
American
The
experience.
American experience.
Dude, my American core like memories are that, and then trying to get a plate of broccolis to be a bit healthier because the calorie counts are crazy, and then seeing that plate of broccoli had 1,600 calories, and I was like,
Oh.
What?
And I was
Where?
like, what?
What are they
We were at
putting
De-
on it? How do they
we
do
were
that?
at Denny's. We were at Denny's.
Oh,
Oh,
Denny's. Yeah, that'll do it.
Denny's.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That
and
shit
so
was
Brody
boiled
Bro-
in
Bro-
butter.
You've got a good eye because I was like, I don't understand how they're gonna make this plate of broccoli 1,600 calories, and it comes out and it's like steamed broccoli. And I was like, okay, this seems good. And then they come out with like an entire jug, like a gallon jug of butter, and they just pour it all over.
Oh,
Delicious.
they poured it.
Yeah,
You're like, check this out.
I was not impressed.
Eat healthy,
Yes.
cut those calories.
Dude, even Cheesecake Factory. I was like, what? How are these meals so calorie dense? Like, I actually do not understand how do you do that.
Yeah. Oh my. Yeah. I went to
Yeah.
Cheesecake Factory when I was in Anaheim for the VidCon 2024, and then
Yeah.
they have like the normal menu where everything's 2,500 calories somehow.
Yeah.
And then like the skinny menu where everything is normal calories, and I'm like, that's not like the light menu. That's just like every other restaurant's menu. Like, what is happening?
And the skinny menu is like 800 calories. It's like, it's not.
I know it's like it's still ungodly proportions. Like it's not. It's really not better. And also,
Dude,
I'm just saying, like, to be fair, if you're like looking for a healthy food and you're going to the Cheesecake Factory, you're at the wrong restaurant. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, some- like that-
Actually, Brody, we went to Denny's, so.
The mashed
That's where I
potatoes.
go for healthy food.
Mashed potatoes are bomb there though. They are pretty awesome.
Hey,
Really?
Yo,
Love the mash.
I'm not against indulging in Denny's, especially after a rowdy night. Perhaps you gotta go. To
Mayhaps.
Denny's. That's just what you
Go
do.
go Denny's after a rowdy night.
I think actually, like, how far are we in? We should just wrap it up. Hey.
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Brody, how you feeling?
Yeah,
You
Okay.
good?
You don't want to talk to me anymore. That's fine.
Yeah, we don't want to
Yeah.
talk
Show
anymore.
your true
Wrap it up.
colors, I
Over it.
suppose. No, I'm
No,
kidding.
thank you.
I'm
I'm done
I'm
talking.
aiming to upload my video in like 2 days, and there's no
Ooh.
way I'm sleeping tonight. So
Oh, good luck.
I gotta
Dude,
get- I
wait,
gotta get
yeah,
this
let's
animation
end it.
done.
What is going on? Wait, what?
Whoa.
I have a very bad process, and then I was just like, I don't know. Usually when I get close to a deadline, I just
Lock
do
in.
that. It's just how I do it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you just lock in.
Yeah.
I did the same thing as just from like past experiences. I definitely locked in the last day or two of production. It's if you keep doing that, it's gonna absolutely destroy your long-term
I'm definitely
motivation.
dialing it back because
Yeah.
like I mean, I remember my last video, the dogs video. I had to. It was the worst timing in the world because we had a sponsor that had a specific day they wanted it out, and then the day after I was uploading it, I was moving, and then
Oh.
2 days after
no.
that, I fly to New Zealand.
Oh,
So
no.
I was
Busy boy.
gone for like
Man.
48 hours straight. This is so. This sounds sad, but I worked through my birthday.
What?
Aw.
And then
No.
but the saving grace there is that I took like a little break and I came out of my office and my girlfriend had like made a cake and she'd like done like a
Aw.
presentation of like gifts and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, like
That's so
this is the best day
wholesome. That's so
ever. I know, she's so
sweet.
sweet. I love her so much.
And
But,
then
like,
you gave her
yeah,
a little
it
peck on
was-
the cheek, and you were like, I gotta go back to work.
I was like, thanks, babe, and then I just like grabbed cake with my hands and ran back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And a stick
Yeah,
of
but
face
no,
in it.
I'm definitely working on not doing that because, like, I don't know. There definitely is a desire when you first start making things, where like you want to do everything yourself, and
Yes.
Yeah.
you want to be super hands on, and it's got to be done my way. And like, I used to look at like someone like Bryson, who is very, very good at delegating and has like a very large team. And I was like, I don't need all that. Like, I like to animate myself. But now that I'm older and I have like a life to live outside of animation, I'm like, wow, that actually sounds pretty nice.
Yeah.
So we're moving over to, you know, me being less hands off because I'm super picky about my videos. I'm like very,
Aren't we all?
I'm too hands on for where I need to be. Like, I don't push that on my animators, but like for the scenes that I have, I'm just
Yeah.
very meticulous. You know, that's just
I
how
get it.
that's just being a creative. You know.
No,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
With that, that's let's just wrap it up there.
Alrighty.
Thank you again for everyone listening into the podcast, especially the patrons and channel members who have supported us, and especially for those who are still listening. Like, subscribe,
Yeah.
join the membership. Now, thank you so much, most of all to you, Brody. Thank you so much for coming on
Thank
and joining the
you.
podcast.
Aw, you guys are too sweet. Thank you so much.
Mwah.
I cannot wait to receive my share of the revenue. That's
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah, we'll talk about
that's
that later. We'll talk about that
definitely
later.
happening.
Totally.
Okay,
yeah,
so
no, I'll
I'm
get it
gonna-
out in the
I'm-
mail.
I'm
Appreciate it,
booting
guys.
him off the server now.
Yeah, let's get him out.
Get
Bye.
this guy out of here.
Oh, I gotta leave.
Get this guy out of here. And so, again, it was a lot of fun recording the podcast with you. That was actually so much fun.
That was a super fun time. I love talking to you guys. And it's good talking to you, Maaz. I don't think I've spoke to you in like a long time.
Bro, I went missing off the face of the earth for like actually 2 years.
What, do you have
Yeah.
like a very demanding full-time job or something? I don't know.
No, what?
I genuinely feel like I like blipped and then came back. And like Rush and Laddi can attest, I just like was one day like, okay, I'm ready to do everything at the same pace. Like, straight
Like,
Picking
Right.
back up where I left off.
And I'm like,
Yeah.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
So you're getting back in.
Where,
You're doing,
where have you been?
Almost waking up.
so you're working on more animation stuff, right?
I am. I think by the time this is out, that it should have come out already. So
Hell yeah, dude.
go
I
watch the
cannot
video
wait
that I
to
have with
skip
Andy.
it. I'm not watching a lick of it.
Well, actually, Brody, you got Andy as well. We can overlap. We've got Andy videos.
Oh yeah, are we getting like the the wombo combo or what? Is
The
that-
Andy special.
The Andy special. Alrighty. Thank you everyone again for watching. Bye everyone.
Goodbye. Bye forever.
Bye, friends.
Last episode.
the last one.
That's it. Brody's done.
Yeah, I'm
And
done.
logging
Everyone's retiring.
off now.
No.